friend of mine's been asking me to show my garden beds, so this is what I have. There's 6 of them all together of the big beds, and I have one of them that isn't being used. It's what I compost. I throw my compost into it and let the chickens eat what they want, and then dig and compost the rest of it, makes it in the soil, kind of uh, do all the work for me, so I don't have to turn the soil because I just can't do that. And I have a rabbit, and I take the rabbit, I've made the tops, like the lower tops, like you see on that one, and I put the rabbit in it and let him just kind of go around and fertilize stuff. And at the end of the season, when there's stuff in there that he can eat, I just let him go ahead. He'll dig up lettuce roots and anything like that that's left out there. Plus, I throw in scraps, and the tops, the layers come off so that I can build. I've tried to buy enough to put one layer on each month that I've done my garden, and I can remove the top layer and either put the chickens on that one bed or put the screen top layer and put the rabbit in there. Or like when I'm starting seeds, I can put the screen over it so the birds can't get to it. Or I think I'm going to try strawberries this year and um, put that on there because I had tried them once before and my strawberries kept disappearing. Everybody said that the birds were getting them, so I think I'm going to try them again this year and put one of those screen tops on it so that excuse my dog peeing on the bucket, so that the birds can't get the strawberries. And whenever I do a screen top, it's the same as the bottom. I layer cardboard everywhere, which it looks really messy now because I haven't done anything in a while out here. But I put the cardboard down on the ground and do it in layers, and then on the bottom of the beds there's the screen because we have moles here. That's what all the little spots are you see. It's where my little dog chases those little moles and digs holes after them. But I started out by flipping one of the tops upside down. Whenever I get all of my beds layered to the top rail, I'll flip one top upside down, and then I put cardboard down. And I was putting a cloth that you get from a dollar store. It was like $3 a roll, putting it down, but when I moved one of my beds, it just seemed to disintegrate. So, I mean, unless I can afford a better cloth, I think I'll just stick with putting the cardboard down because it's free. And I just, like I said, turn the top upside down, sit it there, and then put cardboard. I put cardboard under it, and I put cardboard on top, and then I'll layer it with I probably put 2 or 3 layers of cardboard on top of the screen, and then I just layer it with like leaves from the yard and a little bit of compost, maybe out of soil out of the other beds, and I have a barrel with compost, but it's just a trash can with some holes drilled in it. And my son plays football, and the boys on the football team, when I need the things like tops, like the chicken top, it takes like 4 of the boys. On a warmer day, I'll take those sleeping bags off and show you how I did that inside, but it takes 4 of those boys to move that top to a different bed. So everything that's been built out here. You know, my kids had to come over and they helped me, but I try to add a layer every month to try to get it going. So when I started, I just started out with, you see the small boxes that are odd shaped, and the big black buckets. I got those from a nursery where I used to buy plants, and the man sold me those three because they were cracked on the bottom. He sold them to me for $5 a piece, which is good. I mean, it didn't matter to me that they were cracked on the bottom because I wasn't going to move them around with stuff in them, but they couldn't sell them like that with the, I guess they had trees in them, because when they tried to move the trees around or something, they were scared they'd fall through. But I accidentally grew cantaloupe in one by taking some uh, rabbit poop and using it as fertilizer out of the rabbit cage, and it had, I guess, some leftover cantaloupe seeds somehow in there. And cantaloupe grew really well. I wasn't even trying it, but I put my tomatoes in it, and but my tomatoes, none of them did very well at all. And I think you would have to put something that really liked the heat in them, because they draw a lot of heat, and it got really, really hot here last summer, so it really, what what I had planted in them, I had a pepper plant and a tomato plant, and the pepper plant just died off, and then I've tried to put the rabbit fertilizer on there, and that's when the cantaloupe came where the pepper was, and then I had tomatoes and the others, but like I said, none of my tomatoes, nothing really did very well. But this was the first time I had really grew anything other than tomato or bell peppers. I did my rosemary. It it was outstanding. It was like a bush, and I did grow some kale. And my kale and a couple lettuces came out really well until it started getting hot. And I guess that's enough for now. It's probably a long video, but this is a friend of mine wanted to see what I've done, because I talk to her all the time on the phone. And she just wanted to see what I was talking about. So